So hi everybody and welcome back to another diecast review. This time is a subject that is quite old, manufactured by Burago, and I think looking at the car and the model and the overall quality, that this is one of the first items that they did. It is referred to a Ferrari 400 and F430 Fiorano, they call it, okay. What to say, this is surely one of the first production of the newest Burago. Burago just had a few years ago a changing in the firm. Back in time, the Burago was taking the name from a very good company located in a little village named Burago Molgora, around Milano, Molgora, and they have been bought. When the company went, I didn't say bankrupt, they simply sold out all the inventory and all the know-how of the factory and the name, basically of Burago. That was something that for the kids in my age, we all grow up with this type of toys, and this was one of the first reissues and reproduction that they did when they restarted again to do models. We've seen already in other videos like the one I made previously about the Corvette C8R. It's a 2023 model, brand new, arrived in the end of 2023. You really see the huge improvement of the quality compared to this type of model, This Ferrari 124 I took not because I had a thing for the F430, I love to see this car in the video of the guys that take the scrapped one and try to save them, there is plenty of them. I think right now at the video that I just seen about Matt Armstrong, it's a guy from Leicester in UK with a lovely British accent, I love it so much to see this guy was a champion of BMX, and he is an incredibly skilled mechanic, and he used to take these all the supercars when they became old, used, scrapped, dismantled, and something that a normal person will absolutely just look from far away, and they are so incredible able to fix it. So it's nice because you see basically what we do in modeling and they do with the real stuff, and at the end they say a bargain price, but it's not really a bargain price. I was just looking this fellow fixing a Murcielago 4 that he paid £100,000. Well, I remember when in 2007 they proposed it to me, a brand new, full, perfect working Murcielago for less than £100,000. And he did like a scrapped car with no engine. So it's very funny. Try to follow these guys because it's really, really nice. They are nearly 2 million followers. It's extremely nice videos, There is several, I say this Matt, there is another one in America making the same. Then you find the playlist and the links. There is Rattarossa now working with another British guy, working with Richard Rawlings from the one from the Monkey Garage. They are making violence to any kind of Testarossa they find around, but it's cool to see, really. So returning to this type of model, they were from back in time. Now we are talking of stuff that is already 20 years ago. This was probably Ferrari.co.uk, I think, is somebody that rented the car, and that's why I was thinking to Matt Armstrong, because it's something that probably have been hired and rented to the B pilot for one day, hire this nice car on a Silverstone, even if you never driven a Ferrari, so you can really, really treat it like she deserves to be treated, badly. And if you destroy everything, no problem, it is not your car. So I have absolutely no appeal for this type of vehicles, even more because they are from a renting company from UK, and or for maybe the importer of here. I really don't know so much. I don't know neither if it is a real livery. Look a little bit naive with the generical 27 evocating so many important 27 over the Ferraris, but as soon as I move it, look, for example, when I move the lamp over, you already see there is quite a bit of orange peel. In the modern diecast, you nearly never find the orange peel, and it is just located over the bonnet, because already, for example, on the front wing, you don't see anything. You see, look that line there, how it moves. This is perfectly glossy, perfectly shaped, so a little bit more orange peel there, and perfect on the side wings, and well, that's it. I mean, my model also had the clearest spot of paint there around the cap filler, so that's it. I don't think the model really resembles what they are able to produce today. Also, if you look at the wheels, this is sad because the wheel is quite nicely well done. I think like all the respectable toys, they should have foldering wheels, do they? Yeah, the wheel folders or not. But this one folders, Yeah, so like sometimes also in toys you find also the steering wheel, not in this one, it's okay. But I mean, if you look closely at the wheels, for example, you see there is absolutely nothing closing the undercarriage. So this is completely open. They neither placed inside a decent copy of any brake and caliper inside. There is absolutely nothing. So the wheel is completely empty. That's why I think, and it's neither painted, you know, because if you look closely to that, you see that there is the white plastic coming up. So the model, in my opinion, is really, really crap. I just wanted to have it because I have a project in my mind to use just the interior hub like a donor part. You know, I need the dashboard and the hub to complete a racing GT2 of this car. I made the racing bodies of the GT2. The first edition of the GT2, that was the 2007 car that I already made several years ago, starting from a Fujimi kit. Now I made the entire body coming from a techno model body, I think, slightly modified, you know, in the front end with the hose for the extra lights to make a Le Mans car. And I will paint it in the yellow blue Castle racing car. You know, it's a racing body that I just made a couple of years ago, and I want to make a demo model of that one, because anyway the car is anyway, what are we talking about, it's anyway a Ferrari designed by Pininfarina, so it's anyway a supercar, even if from the past, and even if in those videos of the guy that I just told you, you see them how crap they were made inside. So you basically buy a very expensive Fiat. I currently drive a Toyota, and believe me, I seen it how it is made under the Toyota is absolutely another world. But of course it gives no emotion, it gives no passion at all. Who have emotion driving a Toyota? Come on, neither the big one. Come on, what the fuck is a Toyota? And as well as you can see, the engine bay is just decently looking from above, from far away. In my model, that will be a little tinted in black. There is stripes over. There is the roll bar, so it will be quite covered. And also, for example, I think the filters, the air filters over will be different. So we will see. But it's much more hidden compared to an ordinary street car like this Ferrari is. About this model was a little bit nasty, the situation how to find it, because I know that they made for another of the diecast collection that started now several years ago. It was I think it was Ferrari, just named Ferrari collection. It was something that they made 3 or 4 years ago now, before the pandemic. And I think because they were in the beginning, so they cannot have so much models to pick around. I think in this collection they propose over and over and over 8 times the 430, 7 times the 360. So always this model. Who made this type of collection? And they costed at the time 30 euros, so they were exactly the same price like they propose today. They don't dare to do so much with the price of the die-cast that you can find in newspaper shops, because they know that there is some psychological limit when you buy such stuff in such type of shops, you know, not when you buy it online or not when you buy in modeling stores. So this is completely different. I found this model in some modeling stores, and they were asking for this of something about 50 euros for this model. For me, it's foolish, you know. This was the ordinary basic Burago race and play, so it's really a, what we call it, an highway toys, you know, the toys that you can find in the on the gas pump on the highway, and they sell it beside the gas pump. So it is not worth the type of money, no? And also the quality of this one, while the Corvette that you probably already seen on my channel, I don't know if I know how to place the link over this video, I will try to. Anyway, you can search for it for a C8R 124 diecast review, you will find it. It's completely another level of detail, another level of model, and everything is completely different and much more upgraded. Here you basically I paid for this model, I think nowadays after 15 years when they started to make it, I still paid 25 euros for it. So that is the price and the values of this type of models, you know. And with the idea of strip it down, I prefer to use this type of model instead of scrapping a brand new Fujimi box. I have 3 Fujimi boxes that are of course nicer, but they are pretty nicer like they are. So it's really sad for me if I don't have already something started, or I can find something already started. There is plenty of them. If you have the patience just to check on eBay, you will find millions of them started and damaged boxes and so on, exactly like with a real car. So if you want to play little Matt Armstrong, you also can take a scrapped one, destroy it and take away the part. This is fixed with just the ordinary 2 screw. That other little 2 screw, you see, is they neither had the packaging. Look, fixing the front bonnet, you know, so it's open. In ordinary diecast you usually find a transparent dot keeping it closed, because this type of movement is damaging the model in the painting point. So this is the level of it. So it's really important. I think I hope that all this video that I made about the die-cast review can help you when you have the decision to search something in 1/24 scale about this type of models. So that's it. I mean, the value remain anyway what I paid for it. This is anyway something that will constantly remain between the 20 euros to the 30 euros. So, and I don't think €1 more. Però, by the way, that's it. So if I wanted to use this type of donor, I had no choice. Of course, I have no use for the wheels. Mine are different. I have no use for the tires. Mine are different. Nothing, maybe the front light that I have to rework, even if this one don't look so nice, the Ferrari had much nicer one, and mostly is about the hub, the central cockpit hub, that then I have to rebuild with a proper roll cage and so on. I wish they made a model nice like the C8R, but they did not, and they have no other alternatives. In 1/24 there is just the real Fujimi kit, the racing Fujimi kit, the challenge box and so on, and this crap in diecast. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next.